Hello everybody and welcome to Subnautica. I tried to play this game before, but got a little bit frustrated with it trying to do it on my own. My son, however, got me on the multiplayer mod and we played it together and I had a blast. And now that I know what I'm doing, I'm ready to try and go through this again on my own for the channel so that you guys can watch. So let's go ahead and get a new game started. We're going to go ahead and just do freedom. It still requires us to go through progression. It just removes the annoying need to find food and water all the time because that becomes a very annoying thing to have to deal with constantly. And then we will be going ahead and doing one more cheat related kind of thing. We're going to go ahead and do the no cost cheat, which basically makes it so that you don't have to actually have the materials available to be able to craft things. Now, the way we're going to make sure that we still have to go through the progression and actually play the game, you know, for real. Well, basically, we have to go ahead and acquire at least one of each of the ingredients that we need to be able to go ahead and craft whatever it is that we're trying to get. So, we have to go and find at least one titanium, one copper, one kyanite, or whatever when you start getting towards the end game. Once we have the item in hand, then we put it in our storage, then we have it available for crafting. So that's how we're going to be handling going through all of this for the purposes of the game, because obviously you guys aren't going to watch me. You guys aren't going to want to watch me going through and like collecting a bunch of different stuff, and I don't really want to have to go spend hours doing that offline to stock up on materials myself. So basically, it's just streamlining the process. Some people are gonna hate that. Some people aren't gonna care. I'm gonna do it the way I'm gonna do it, and if you like it, you like it, and you can watch. And if you don't, then you can find somebody who plays in a more realistic fashion. So let's go ahead and get that going.
You have
there it goes. All right, cool.
Head trauma.
I have suffered head trauma.
Considered an optimal outcome.
Didn't mean to go up the ladder, but that's okay. So, first things we need to do is we need to try to grab a bunch of different materials that are available. So, we're going to go ahead and grab one of these, because that's going to be useful for making a battery. We're going to grab... We're going to try to grab limestone, maybe some sandstone if we can find it. I'm just kind of randomly swimming around, hoping that we find the various types. So we already got some quartz there. That's good. Looks like we're about to get hit by one of those dudes. Yeah, because he insisted on exploding on me. Where did he come from? Because I'd like to get the sulfur that he did. There it is. Let's go ahead and swim back up to the surface so that we don't drown. There we go. All right, so we already got... Well, let's go ahead and set the life pod to red there. We've already got the quartz, the cave sulfur, the acid mushroom. Let's go back down here and see if we can find some limestone and maybe even some sandstone so that we can get a few more of the different things that we need. I don't want you. Go away. Ow. That's gonna... Oh my god, there's another one? Jeez. Okay, well, well, there's our titanium. I need copper, and I need a freaking, I need healing. Oh crap, up this way, up this way, up this way. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back to the, where's the pod? Let's go back to the pod and put all of this stuff into the chest so that we can unlock it. Now, unfortunately, we did not find... And I need a freaking health kit, because holy crap, we got the crap beat out of us there. So let's see. Let's get in here. We'll pop that stuff into the storage here. We'll unlock all of that. We'll put quartz, titanium, cave sulfur, mushrooms. We still need copper. I'm gonna grab this health kit because, man, we got hit hard. Okay, and then another thing we can go and grab is we can go and grab the kelp or whatever, so that we can maybe make some flippers and a knife. That would be pretty nice. So let's head over here to where the kelp is, and we can go ahead and grab that. Well, let's grab the kelp first. Let's grab the kelp seeds or whatever. Of course, there's none right next to all of us here, so let's go over here and grab this. And then, come on. Where's the cluster? There we go. All right, cool. So that unlocks that.
Oxygen.
Oop, let me go straight up because I don't want to drown. And then we'll kind of go ahead and just check this area out just to see if maybe there's some maybe see if there's maybe some sandstone. I don't think it. I think we need to go further into the kelp forest before that really starts to show up. But for now, it at least allows us to see. Nope. All right, we'll have to come back here with the scanner to unlock some of these blueprints over here. Not seeing any other stuff though, so let's go back up to the thing here. Because what this will allow us to do, once we get this put into the thing there, that unlocks that. And then, so once we unlock that, that allows us to unlock the lubricant and the rubber. So we have that. We don't have that. We have quartz now, so we can go ahead and do that. And we can unlock the rubber. And we can unlock the titanium ingot. Alright, cool. And then, so all of that can go in here. Well, I don't need 2 of those in here. 1, 2. We'll make a trash can once we get the scanner. Let's see here. Personal equipment. Scanner requires a battery and titanium. We haven't found any copper yet, so unfortunately, we are not ready for that. But we can make this a survival knife, so that's good. So now we can slash at things. I don't think there's anything else we can make right now, because everything else requires silicon rubber, cave sulfur. Oh, we can actually make the repair tool. So I'm surprised that doesn't require a battery. That's kind of dumb. All right, so I typically have my flashlight as number 1, my scanner is number 2. We'll make the repair tool number 3, the knife number 4, and our sea glide will be number 5 once we get it. I typically swap the sea glide out with various different things. I'll probably swap the sea glide out. I like have it be a thing that I swap out constantly with the laser cutter or something like that, just because most of the time when you need the laser cutter, you're inside of a space where you don't really need. Oh, I came through here already. Where you don't really need speed so much. So let's go ahead. There's our copper. And I think that's all you get out of these is titanium.
Your probability of survival has just increased.
I think we're about to die. I wasn't paying attention. I think we might make it. We might make it. Okay. All right, we got to go back and make our. We got to go back and make a tank. We got to go back and make a tank. All right. Now that we're back here, we can hop in. Now that we found our copper, which is good. Now we can make a bunch of different things that we need. So I don't think we can make anything. We need a table coral sample, but we can make a battery now, and we can make some copper wire. So that unlocks all of that. Okay, and then we can go ahead and make the power cell as well, just to unlock it. We might as well unlock these things as soon as they're available, so that way when we're ready to make a recipe, we don't have to go through the process of doing that. So, didn't we make power cell? Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting that it does that. So we still need to make a battery just so we have one in the thing to verify that it's unlocked. I know that technically because we have a power cell it means that, but I'd rather just have the recipes in there anyway. All right. So, some equipment that we want to get. We want the standard O2 tank. I don't know that we have... Do we have what we need? Standard O2 tank. We don't have silver ore yet, right? We didn't get the silver ore yet. I don't think we got the silver ore yet. So we got to go find some silver ore before we're able to make the extended, or the high-capacity fuel tank. But we will go ahead and make some fins so that we swim a little bit faster. So with the increased oxygen and the fins, we should be able to stay underwater a fair bit longer. And then, because we got the quartz, I believe that we now have what we need for the flashlight, so that's good. Did I actually make the glass? If I haven't made the glass, we'll go ahead and make the glass. So we have glass and titanium. So now we have our flashlight. So let's go ahead and mark that as number 1. That's number 1. Number 2 is going to be our scanner once we unlock that. Have we unlocked that? Scanner is a battery and titanium. We have that, so we can go ahead and unlock that.
The scanner can be
Scanner is
used
going to
to
be number
synthesize
2.
blueprints,
Repair number 3.
salvage
Knife number
technology,
4. Sea glide
and
number
to
5.
alien
Once we get it.
biological data.
I do believe that's everything we can do right now. So let's pull our scanner out, head over to this wreckage over here, and we can start scanning. We can start looking inside these boxes and start scanning some of this stuff on the ground, because that will allow us to unlock a couple of new recipes. There's nothing in that one. Let's see. I thought I saw a second grab trap ball over here before. Let's see. That's a sea glide fragment. That's good. Is there another one over here? Nice. Okay, I think this might actually give us our sea glide, and we'll get our grab trap.
New blueprint acquired.
And now that we have our light, we'll go ahead and grab this salt deposit since that's here.
Acquired.
I don't remember if we grabbed the fiber mesh, so we'll go ahead and grab that off of the creep mine. And then, I mean, I guess one of the big things we need to do is we need to find some shale. Oh, nope, don't want you. Go away. Yo. Alright, being able to swim faster is going to help us not die. we can stay under a little bit closer to running out of oxygen. Well, we don't need a cave sulfur now. So I'm mostly just looking for sandstone in the hopes that we're going to be able to find some silver ore, but some silver ore and gold. I mean, gold would be nice. I'm really looking for some silver, so let's look around for that for a minute. Okay, sorry. So we got some lead. Unfortunately, that's all that was there. So, but that's good. That's another thing we need to unlock. But if there's sandstone there, then there's likely going to be more sandstone nearby. So we'll come up here, grab a little bit of air, and then head back. Oop, come on. Cute. And then we'll head back down and continue searching. Okay, another sandstone piece right here. That gives us our silver that we needed. And so yeah, we'll look around down here in this little crevice here, and hopefully we'll find, I don't know. It's being a little bit of a pain now. No. I really don't want to waste you guys' time like looking around and hunting around for this stuff, so this is where I will typically be putting in breaks so that you don't have to watch it. Alright, another sandstone piece. Let's cross our fingers. That's gold. That's everything that we need. So let's head back to the life pod there, and we can unlock some more recipes. For some reason, I forgot to actually repair this stuff. We kind of need to do that for the radio to start working, so we can start getting locations for life pods and all that stuff. So, might help to actually do that. Let's see, what are we going to get as far as our radio goes here? We have the battery, lubricant and all that. We have lubricant. I do believe that we have everything we need. We have the copper wire. Yep, we have the battery, lubricant, copper wire, and titanium. So let's go ahead and do that. So that was just a message saying that they're never going to get around to being able to rescue us. So don't hold your breath. And then we don't need the grab trap. We don't need a waterproof locker. We haven't unlocked the recipe for that. So we have that. I don't have a coral tube sample, but we're not. The only thing we need bleach for is for food and water. We're not worrying about that anyway. We have glass. Let's see, the fiber mesh, the lead, salt, gold, silver. Cool. And then let's go ahead and make a fiber mesh, just so we have that unlocked and ready to go. Fiber mesh can go right there. And then let's see. We have the silver now, so we can make a wiring kit. And we have, I don't think we have the table coral, have we? Do we? Do we have table coral? I need to go find some table coral. So we can't make that until we get the table coral. Do we have any further equipment that we need? Now we have the silver, we can make the high capacity O2 tank. So let's take this out so that it will get replaced, because that's how you would normally do that. We'll go ahead and do high capacity O2 tank.
Local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core.
And we can go ahead and make the rebreather. we're gonna go ahead and make that and just keep it on us, because there will come a point later when we're starting to go, because we have the wiring kit and the fiber mesh. We have both of those. So it'll be nice to have later. We're going to swap this out with a radiation suit at some point, but for now, we're just going to go ahead and leave that there. And then, what was the other thing? Oh, we need some table coral. There's no radio messages, so let's go look for some table coral. Well, we have the scanner. We have the scanner. I don't think there's anything else we need to scan. Go ahead and just grab that for now, just because. I don't believe that there are any recipes nearby that we're going to be looking for at the moment. So let's go see if we can find some table coral. Because if we don't have a table coral, then I don't think we've been able to make a CPU. That's what we need for that. So now that we got that, let's go back to our thing here and fabricate a CPU. All right, we have another message that we can listen to.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by this sea moth bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come get us already.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Okay, so yeah, I made a mistake and accidentally consumed my table coral, but we have it unlocked. We know we have it unlocked. I'll try to remember to grab another sample at some point. So now, do we have a new? We do. So I'm going to make all of our signals and things that we need to go find. We're going to make all of those yellow so that we can make it easy to find them later. And then let's see. Do we have I made a habitat thing yet? Let's try to get rid of all of the little annoying yellow things. And then we can get rid of all these little voice messages here. Wish there was a way to just kind of turn these off, but it is what it is. So we found blueprints. We found some 4546B environmental scan, category 3 ocean planet, oxygen, nitrogen, atmosphere, extensive biodiversity. May support Leviathan-class predators, water contaminated with high levels of foreign bacteria. Planet is beyond Federation space. Rescue is unlikely. It is not recommended to explore this environment without hazardous material suits and extensive support apparatus. Not really going to worry too much about that. I'll try to make sure that we get enough of the story out of this as we can. Let's see here. So the last thing we need to build for now, I think, is going to be the habitat builder, which now we have a computer chip, we have the wiring kit, and we have the battery thing. So we're going to go ahead and build that. And then we'll make that number 5 for now, so that we can go down there and build a small little habitat. I want to. Oh, this is actually a really good place right here. We're gonna go ahead and place our little mini habitat here in a way that allows us to put a moon pool. So we'll put that there like that. The moon pool will go on that side. We'll put the hatch to get in on. Well, I'd like to put it on this side, but we're having a problem with the... Is it because of the look? Oh, we can put it there. I can live with that. Okay. Oh, that's right. We need power. We gotta put power on here, so we need a solar panel. We'll put that right there. I'm pretty sure we have what we need. Quartz, titanium, and the copper. And then that just required titanium. Alright, cool. Sorry, I always have to remember for the builder that we need to do that. Okay, so I believe that the moon pool will go over there, so we'll put stuff on the wall over here. So I'm just going to use a couple of wall lockers. These just take titanium. And then, so this is going to be our raw materials, and this is going to be our crafted materials. So that way, if I can't remember if we have something, we'll be able to go back and look. So I'm going to run back into this, move some material, and be right back. Okay, so we have all of our raw materials that we're going to put in this little locker here, and then all of the crafting stuff that we make is going to go in here. And then I just want to have a trash. Did we get the thing for the trash can yet? I don't think we've gotten the recipe for the trash can. Let's run back over to this wreck over here and see if it's nearby. I think it normally spawns pretty close to the life pod, but I don't know. Oh, and I forgot. Oh, beacons. Let's scan our beacon here. And then I gotta remember that we have our sea glide, so let's make sure that's number 5. That way we're not taking forever to get where we're going. Not seeing it. Let me hunt around for a minute and see if I can find the trash can. Oh, we found the other beacon fragment here, so now we can place beacons. That's gonna be good. Then what is this? That's a sea glide fragment. All right, yeah. Let me look around for the trash can for a minute. All right, well, I ended up starting, in my wandering around, I kind of started heading off in the direction of the life pod that we're supposed to be going to, so we're just going to go ahead and continue in that direction, because why not? All right, we're on our way down to life pod 17. I do believe I see a fragment of the sea moth over here, so we'll swap into our scanning tool, get our fragment scanned here. We have a radio signal for when we get back, so we'll have to make sure we go check that out. Looks like there's a PDA document here.
Log. It's the day of the crash.
Let him talk.
I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared, and I'm not going outside. There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens. And there's weird-looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. There was a zero-G gym. My cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. I don't know why no one's coming for me.
Well, that sucks for him.
Integrating new PDA data.
So we're gonna do something a little bit risky. We're gonna go straight down into this hole here, because if I remember correctly, we can get magnetite down in this cave if we go. I mean, I guess not. I thought this was a different place. But I may be mistaken. It looked like the place where you might be able to go down. Ooh. That hurt. Oh crap. How do I get out? How do I get out? Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. How did that happen? Oh. Okay, well, at least we got done what we needed to get done over there. This is why we don't play hardcore. Okay, I don't think I have anything in here. I still never found the trash can fragment, so we're holding on to this junk until we can get rid of it. But we do have a new radio message that we can grab, so let's see what that has to say.
This is Life Pod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Okay, let's get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Distress signal has been received from LifePod 6, but the attached coordinates were corrupted. Last available photographic data has been downloaded and analyzed. Crew requested assistance, sunk approximately 100 meters. Located in an area with dense red grass near... Is that where we just... No, Life 17 is where we just came from. Transmission origin approximately 400 meters west-northwest of LifePod 4's last known location. Okay, but we haven't found LifePod 4 yet, so that doesn't really help me, because we're LifePod 5. Did it show up as a beacon? Nope, did not show up as a beacon, so that's kind of lame. It takes too long for that to go away. All right, so we don't have any other radio transmissions. We're not going to go back to that life pod right now. So I guess, I mean, we will go. I guess I should go back to that one because there were some recipes over there that I kind of wanted to get, and it just we died instead of getting what I wanted, so there's that. So let's run back over there. We'll see what recipes are available, and then we can come back. Okay, well, actually, we might end up doing take 2 for this. So I'm going to put a beacon down real quick just because... Ow. Just because I'm going to put magnetite. We're not going to keep this here because all we need it. We just need it for the one. We just need 1 magnetite. But if this is the cave that's going to let us get to that, then I want to hop down here and grab a magnetite really quick. So, yeah, yeah, this is definitely the cave that has it. What is this? We got diamond.
The materials you gather are the property of the All Terra Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands
Gold. I
at
don't
3
need
million
gold.
credits.
I need magnetite. I don't want to go too far into this cave because I don't want to get turned around.
Support a microcosm of the unique,
so since I know I'm going to be running out of breath here pretty quick, I want to go back up this way. Because it's going to take us a minute to get back up to the top, so I'll bring you back when I'm back down here again. Okay, we're back down here again. I'm going to be a little bit more adventurous since I came straight down here and didn't stop to put a beacon and all that stuff. We'll stick along the side of the wall to hopefully not get lost. Oh. What is this? Oh, first aid kit. Can I get in here? Is there a way to get in? Does not look like there's anything here for us to do. And now I feel like I got a little turned around, so let's thought I remember finding some in a previous game on the walls. You were able to just kind of grab it. I don't really want to explore this place that much without a sea moth, so mostly that's more shale. Lithium, okay. Maybe it wasn't magnetite. Maybe it was lithium. I don't remember. Pretty sure it was magnetite, though. Okay, so yeah, it is definitely down here in the jelly shroom cave, but just not having to. Ooh, is that it? Magnetite. All right, cool. We unlocked several new things here. There were a couple of recipes that, or there was. I saw a fragment or two over by the life pod, so we're gonna go and check that out really quick. But let's go ahead and grab this beacon before we head out. And let's see, it was over here. I remember seeing, I think I saw a scanner room fragment. Probably find some laser cutter fragments out here too, so let's do that. Sorry, I had to sneeze. So, let's, where did I see? I saw a big circular piece over, like, over nearby the thing, but I don't know where it is. As we were coming down, I thought I saw it over there, but I don't see it now. So, unfortunately, we're probably going to have to leave it, because I don't have all day to search around for it. That's okay. We found ourselves several new raw materials. Oh, there's a big wreck right here. Hold on. Alright, we got another wreck here, and this will give us another laser fragment piece, so that's good. Or laser cutter fragment, sorry. And then, anything else nearby? Our Sea Glide is about to run out of power, so I'm just kind of manually swimming at the moment to save some salvage. Just trying to save a little bit of battery power on that because it's running low. Oh, there's another sea moth fragment over here. We definitely want that. But we also need the mobile vehicle station before we can really do anything with this anyway, so unfortunately, let's see here. I'm I'm sure we can probably get into this wreck, but I'm going to end up having to go back to the surface before we do that. And I don't remember where the entrance is for this one. So let's we'll go back to the surface and come back down. All right, we're full up on air, and as I was ascending, I saw the entrance to the wreck here. So we'll come in this way. And then, should be able to scan this desk here. We'll be able to get a bunch of scans in right now. Don't really intend on doing much in the way of chairs and all that stuff, because like I said, or I don't remember if I said it earlier or not, but my plan is that the Cyclops is going to be our base, pretty much. Mobile vehicle bay fragment. We definitely need that. Are we able to get into any of the other places here? We can... These are typically useless. What we're really looking for are data pads, if we can find them, but it doesn't look like we're going to find any more cool stuff in here. It's another box. That's not particularly helpful. So yeah, I think that's it for this part of the wreck. I don't remember if the bottom part has anything, but we can check it out. I do need to... Oh, there's a data pad. I'll try to remember to go back and look at that. I do want to make sure we're getting as much of the story as possible, but we're also getting to the end of the episode here, so we're going to go back up and then we'll come back down one more time to see if there's another part to this wreck, because I can't remember. But we did find our last... Oh, we found a bioreactor fragment. I thought that was a sea moth fragment for a second there. That's metal salvage. I'm not seeing another entrance to the wreck here, so what we'll probably do is go back to the life caps, or the life pod, and see what recipes we've unlocked with the new materials that we found. Is that a bioreactor? I think that's a bioreactor fragment. Pretty sure, yeah. Alright, bioreactor's done. Just need to find another sea moth and mobile vehicle bay. But unfortunately, I don't know that we're going to be able to find that right now. Oh, but we might be able to get our laser cutter now. As we get attacked. Alright, cool. So let me go back up to the surface, and then we'll head back to the pod and continue. Alright, we are back at our little home base here. I didn't find any more fragments along the way, but we can go ahead and pop our stuff into the lockers here. We found ourselves, we already had gold. We found ourselves diamond, lithium, and magnetite, which is very nice. So let's, I don't think there's any new recipes we get from that, but at the very least, we can go ahead and make ourselves our laser cutter, which will be really nice. So let's go ahead and do that. We also have a new message, so we'll listen to that.
Receiving pre-recorded distress call, laying back.
This is LifePod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
Okay. I don't believe that we have anything else that we can make. Everything else is going to require some kind of a recipe for it. So we have our laser cutter, which is going to allow us to get into some of the deeper parts of some of these wrecks, because some of the doors are going to require some cutting to get through. So that's really cool. But outside of that, I do believe that we are done for the day. I never did find the trash can, so at some point we need to find that so we can start getting rid of some of the junk in our inventory. But that's going to go ahead and do it for today. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers, join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links in the description for those of you who prefer to go that route. So again, thanks for watching. Be sure to come back for our next episode, where we'll hopefully unlock the sea moth and, start diving deeper into some of these cool wrecks. And I will see you then.